I know. It looks fantastic.
So we are live, kicking off really the buzz from EXPCon with the announcement of sports and entertainment has just been insane excitement, crazy fun with all the calls and the emails and everyone reaching out. And we just wanted to go live today to really answer those questions that people are having and to ride the wave of excitement. I'm here in studio with David Christensen and Ed Kaminsky. Ed's not only served on the Luxury Council and was instrumental in bringing EXP Luxury to EXP Realty, but now on the forefront of sports and entertainment. And David, you have been from day one just really banging that gavel of how can we bring entertainment. So we've got two of the best with me. Ed, what does this mean to you? I know your heart, you've been with sports your entire career. What does this mean to really have sports and entertainment?
I'm so excited to have such a powerhouse behind what we're trying to do. Sorry about that. My dog has an opinion. Really, I think the power of what EXP does as a company in everything they do is really elevated. I mean, they took the luxury to a whole nother level that I've never seen in any franchise. And so to have that power behind a sports and entertainment division combined with the knowledge that we already have and how to work within that is really a culmination of two great things. So I'm excited to see how this moves forward for everybody within the company.
Absolutely. And I think you said it best. I mean, and I look forward to really bringing out why we're different. Why will sports and entertainment be different and really a game changer, if you will, for not only the market itself, not only for agents, but of course the clients, the concierge services that we can bring and all that. David, from the entertainment side, what does it mean?
Well, it's super exciting. And to say, to kind of echo what Ed said, we are an agent-centric company. And so this has been a perfect example of where our company listened and saw a need, not only for our agents, but something for our clientele out there. And for me, 20 years in the entertainment industry, to have this opportunity to provide that white glove service for that kind of discerning audience, and also for other agents to have an opportunity to come and have a home here if that was an area of expertise that they had prior to real estate. I think it's just going to be a phenomenal setup for both ends of the spectrum.
And we also have a special guest that has joined us, Casey Anderson. Casey, what a story you have. We shared a little bit of that on main stage in Miami at EXPCon, but 3 years in the business. Now, what I love about this company is we highlight everyone and rock stars at all levels. We have Casey, 3 years in the business, that already has a $19 million listing in Miami, has got sports clients everywhere. And then we've got just these pro level 20, 30 years in the business. Ed, what you've done and achieved is just amazing. And that is the beauty, not only of EXP, but really what we're bringing out with the sports and entertainment. So Casey, a few words. I know your excitement for this division is contagious. So we'd love to hear from you.
Well, first, thank you. I appreciate and love all of you guys to death. I respect the heck out of everybody that's involved and all the hard work and brain power and heart that everyone's putting into this. I'm truly grateful to be a part of something so special. And I really believe that we are going to be the powerhouse of sports and entertainment in the globe, not just in the country. And I'm just super grateful to be aligned with you guys. And I want to be a pillar of encouragement and empowerment to anybody that has a passion for sports and entertainment and the need that those specific luxury clients have. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, even on being 3 years in the business. I want to be just an encouragement to everybody that it doesn't matter how seasoned or new you are. You can, as long as you're aligned with the right people and the best coaching, you can make it happen and more.
Well, and so much of the heart behind the sports and entertainment is not only the pro level when you talk about sports is the level of sports is fun. Sports is throughout the world. You just touched on the global aspect, and that's what we're excited about. Is truly EXP is in 27 countries and growing. If I can keep up with it, we're probably at 30 now by the time I say it. But we to really go into these other countries and their sports and just how we connect and build that global community is powerful. So we are kicking off November 13th, a mastermind that is a must go to attend if you want to hear more about sports and entertainment. Again, that's November 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We couldn't have a better topic. It's the winner's mindset. And Ed, throwing it back to you, you've just done an incredible job with your entire organization, your team, and it's always been sports minded. I know, think of this. Ed is opening his playbook. I mean, you're one of the most successful realtors, team leaders in America, and really in the world. And just to have that experience in your heart of just saying, here, let's go, let me help you. Give us a little bit of your teasers, because I know we have leaned on you a lot of what it takes to be a success in dealing with these athletes at such a high level.
Well, it does. There's a lot behind what goes into working in this space with athletes and celebrities. And so what I'm looking forward to on the November 13th that you brought up is really putting out the fast track of how to not only learn how to work within this space, but to grow within this space and to elevate the experience that our clients receive. Because there's so much importance on each and every transaction. You just can't screw up. If you make one mistake, it's going to get out through the entire league that this company made a mistake. Don't use them. That's detrimental to an entire business, right? So understanding exactly what you can do, shouldn't do, I think is really important. We want to fast track people to learn that really, really quickly. But I'm also looking to really bring a lot of powerful people together that are already in this space. They have success. And so we can collaborate together to help each other, help our clients better, because what we're talking about are cross-country moves and now global moves. And to be able to connect two different countries or two different cities together to smooth out the transaction for the client is so pivotal. And it's so frustrating when you end up with some agent on the other side of the deal that's really screwing things up, whether you know them or you don't know them. It
Right.
makes it complicated and uncomfortable for everybody. And so it's smoothing out that path across the nation and the globe by bringing us all together that work together, can share our best practices together, I think is going to be amazing.
I agree. And like you said, there's just so many components when it goes into it. And really just, again, going back to that servicing those clients at the highest level. David, I know we get to meet weekly on all of this and talk about it. And one of the things that is so vital is that concierge service, that level. And I know, athletes definitely with the entertainment business, just having access, knowing how to fulfill their needs. Can you touch a little bit on that? Because I know that's going to be a great value system that we bring agents in our community.
Absolutely. I love the fact that our November 13th is going to focus on mindset, because if you think about it, if you're an elite athlete or you're an elite entertainer, that skill set and that discipline that you needed to have to get to those high levels are the same expectation that they're going to have for their real estate agent or anybody that's within their close circle. And so I think the fact that in that very first kind of community meeting, we're talking about what kind of mindset do you have? How do we mirror the same discipline, the same level of expertise that these elite athletes and entertainers expect? It's not even something that they hope for or they attain for. It's a part of their DNA. And as Ed said, agents that don't have that, or agents that don't have the desire to learn that, are going to very quickly kind of show their colors. So I think it's really important that we focus on how do we just on every level have that same type of discipline. And I think EXP is certainly suited for that, because that's Glenn's.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
to add
his
to
DNA.
that. Yeah, I want to add to that because I saw a comment out there, but the game of sports is changing because of NIL, and the younger students, athletes are getting opportunities in their lives of having money come into them. And so to be able to educate people at a young age of how to properly move that money around, whether they just put it in savings or do they buy real estate, and what would long-term real estate, how would that benefit them, or how would it hurt them if they're getting in too soon, right? And so we have a really important responsibility right now to bring this to a younger crowd to help them understand their choices and options. And I think that's really important to note.
Very powerful, Ed. And I really want to bring Casey in on this, because Casey was or is an athlete, played at a high level, and now on the realtor side of it. So I love your expertise on all of this and your mindset coming from both angles. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think Ed, you just took the words right out of my mouth, because for me, we have such an amazing opportunity to truly care and serve these athletes. And just like you said, you have young athletes that don't know what to do with their money. And for that matter, let's be honest, a lot of these athletes, parents and families, some of them are still very green, and they're also not as seasoned, whether it's on investment side or owning real estate and knowing what to do with their money, how to protect their assets, and just in general. I feel like it's very important for us to come in and take people under our wing, and even know that some of these athletes that have such incredible drive and passion can be channeled and coached, whether they, like I said, want to invest in real estate, or maybe they even want to get their license with us and also have the same passion, just like I did. And so when I was in college, professional women's lacrosse wasn't a thing yet. And I'd like to think I'm young, but now suddenly I feel like maybe I'm showing my age a little bit for the first time in my life. But I didn't have the opportunity to go professional with lacrosse because it just wasn't a thing. And now it is. But for the athletes that might not have a professional sport, but like Ed said, have that NIL deal and have these opportunities, there's just so much opportunity for us to come alongside, give them the right facts, because we really are so focused in college on training, classes, just trying to keep our head above float. And let's be honest, we're not working, right? Our job is to be the athlete and to represent the school. So we don't get the opportunity to go out and have an actual job. So we're not the W-2 employee. We're not the 1099. So from a financing perspective, we have to have the right people in our corner guiding us through those steps, because it's like a foreign language to us once we're in college. So I'm just super excited to share that part of my heart with them and to advocate.
And it's so important, everything you've all said, and bringing it together. So November 13th, 1 p.m. Eastern time. This will be a 3-hour Zoom. If you've ever been on one of our luxury, we pack them with keynote speakers, spotlight speakers. We are going to have from sports agents to managers to behind the scene people that actually deal with athletes and entertainers, and really educating our community as we grow the sports and entertainment around the world. Anyone is invited. If you're a realtor, even from another company, if you're a realtor within EXP, we invite you all. This is, again, one of the things that, I always hear, we love so many things about EXP, but truly, we open the playbook for everyone. This is an industry that, we love. We pour our hearts and souls into it. Of course, we love our luxury niche, and now it's even more sports and entertainment. But if you've ever wondered, like, how do I break in? Or I want to be that luxury agent, and I want to serve at the highest level, and I want these sports and entertainment clients, this will be the event for you. So November 13th, 1 p.m. And through that, we will share part of our program, some of the branding and the brand kits that our members will be getting, and really developing this culture and community that we're so proud of. So with that, if we have any other questions, do you all want to add anything before we show them our hype video that David Christensen absolutely brought down the house in Miami when he shared this video? And he was so gracious that we were allowed to use it, and it is amazing. So if you're not hyped now, you will be hyped after this video.
I'm going to add one thing, that having been in this space for decades now, the one thing I've learned, Carrie, is you have to keep the spouses happy. And can I call you a
You're
hockey
speaking
wife?
our language, Ed.
Can I call you a hockey wife?
A high maintenance hockey wife. How's that?
Yeah. But I think it's important to note that you lived in that spot, in that space, and you bring a great, other side of experience to what we're doing, because it's families that are being moved and relocated, and a lot of stress behind that. So I think it's great that we have a full circle of that experience that we can bring not only to the agents, but to the clients ourselves.
Well, thank you. And yes, I think I lived all sides of the sports, but truly, like you said, to be a wife in the is a different lens, which shall we say, to look at it. But also, I've truly been like you, Ed. Yeah, I think you've got 10 years on me on it, but since 2005, really have been servicing the athlete world, and it is amazing. And but the entertainment world and how these collide. So again, we are so excited to bring this with eXp Luxury. We want to thank eXp Realty. Of course, this lives under our luxury division, and we are looking to go to the next level. So with that, let's turn on this video. Let's get hyped, and we can't wait to see you on November 13th.